So James, I just loaded up the stream, and the one thing they're talking about in chat right now is Paddington.
Paddington 2, yeah, I saw it. While we wait, Paddington 2 is an all-around perfect movie. And then what I think is funny is Turpy says, "Can Gunfu benefit from gorilla arms?" And that reminds me of how in Paddington 2, there's that guy that's got the big hands, and they're very useful for being orange squeezers. So that person has gorilla arms. Anyway,
that's pretty fair. But to let everybody know, for this session of Mayor's Desk, we're answering Discord questions because we took a month off. Actually, a month and a week off. So we want to get through Discord questions that have been waiting for quite a while. We want to take care of people who have had it in that queue. So we may not be answering questions from YouTube chat this time. That's why we didn't do a post on it on the YouTube channel either. We're trying to get caught up. But it was a much needed break. Let's go ahead and get the screen back over. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, there it is. I always forget to. 1 second. I did it again. That shows you. July 18th was our last session.
About why we had the break is that Gen Con, of course, happened. Ooh, and Gen Con just oils everything out of you when you work Gen Con. That was wild.
People don't understand how wearing it is. Like I
know, but it feels like complaining about being at a like
major convention,
80-hour candy store.
Yeah,
you know, it's like Willy Wonka complaining about his job. You don't want to hear Willy Wonka complain about his job. You can't relate.
I got what I wanted out of the experience. Like, I mean, I don't know about you. I got
Santa's
my natural
it's
fantasy.
so hard delivering these presents and bringing joy to children. You don't want to hear Santa complain about it.
We're not complaining. We're expressing the fact that we love it so much we all work doubles every day during Gen Con.
Absolutely. That's what ends up happening.
Even more so, we keep going after. You were GMing until 2 a.m. every night.
I was, but that's because, you know, it's very high value time at Gen Con, so you gotta you gotta make the most of everything that you have. And it's the only Sorry, I accidentally muted myself.
Yep.
It's the only time you get to see the cool people in the Discord in person.
Yeah. So. Digging the beard? Thank you. I'm growing out my beard and my hair. I've not had hair on the sides of my head for 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now, and I want to grow it out long again. I used to have it down my back. I may not go that long, but I do want to get some hair back on my head for a little bit. Uh-oh. Oh, we lost James. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. He did a thing. Well, while he's getting that sorted, so yeah, Gen Con was, let's see. Yeah, I just lost James. I have totally lost James. Getting off to a great start, huh? I'll tell you what, until we get back with James, I'll at least answer a little bit. Let's see. What can I actually answer here? Oh, James has messaged me back now. Good. You know, when it comes to the Gun Fu questions and martial arts, I'll wait for James here, because right now my coffee brain is not kicked in yet. I have been working heavily on the Shadowscar Kickstarter, and also a video for it, and also the community content program. It says I disconnected. Hold up. Let me recall him. But yeah, again, we're not... Oh, hey. That was weird. You good?
I'm good. Here. I'm back on. I got the camera feed back on.
Yep, camera's on.
That work?
Yeah, we're good. I had switched us back to the waiting screen until you popped. All right, that was weird. I almost started answering questions. But let's face it, they're not going to like my narrative approach to things. They got to have their mechanics.
No, narrative approach is great. It's just you gotta. Sometimes mechanical questions need mechanical answers.
No comment. Just whatever. Yeah, we're back on. We're back on full. So let's at least kick this off. We've set and we've yabbed enough. We just yab it away.
We have yapped and gabbed enough. Let's hop into the questions. I agree.
Yep. All right. So first off is from Rizzy. In Mayor's Desk, it was ruled out that all martial arts resolutions are subject to penalties by grappling, citing an errata to grappling penalties, modifying checks rather than actions. However, the community seemingly cannot find this errata. What is the current intent for grappling penalties, and for clarity, how does that interact with grappling specific martial arts resolutions that are not actions? For example, judo, grab, escape.
Right. This is one of those where I remember this. We have not gotten to that errata yet. We will try to get to that errata.
Yeah, we thought we had that already out.
I don't think that I'm pretty sure martial arts special moves resolutions are checks that you make with skills. So they're skill checks. If that makes sense. Because technically me shooting a target is a skill check.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you rolling against and since martial arts special move resolutions can be either against a DV, aka they're skill checks. So take that knowledge that martial arts special move resolution is a skill check and apply the same logic to every skill check as states in grappling.
All right, this next one is
pretty sure. I am pretty sure that will help you find that. I know, but that's like the path to find the answer.
Yeah,
we could spend an additional 5 minutes to look up all the passages for that, but that is not. We gotta catch up.
Mm-hmm. Luke the Scientist asks, and by the way, if you want to know how far back we're pulling, this is from 6.6. So yeah, we've got a little bit of catching up to do. So from Luke the Scientist. While not stated in the item description, do you think if someone had anti-dazzle and level dampeners, that they would be immune to the effects of the rave grenade from Cutimus? I would say so. But what do you say on pure mechanic side?
The rave grenade, it flashes with colors and lights. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it doesn't directly have to give you immunity to the rave grenade, because it gives you immunity to a flashbang, and the rave grenade is a flashbang attached to a. It's like a different weird flashbang. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a common sense yes.
Yep, common sense yes. Toad, got another martial arts question. We lost him again. I think Discord's just being a jerk right now. Hold up. Now we know how to fix this. Hey yo, I think Discord's being a jerk.
I think so too.
Yeah, but at least we now know how to get around it. All right, I got you back.
Right. So we'll try this out. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we can power through it.
You said something. Let's power through it.
Yeah. From Toad, it's a Thrash Sambo question. Mm-hmm. So more martial arts.
Yes.
The special move Grit nullifies bonus damage from a critical injury. The critical injuries...
yes, it is designed to nullify bonus damage from all critical injuries, including you're going to set... Your next line is foreign object.
How'd you guess?
Broken ribs.
How'd you guess? Yep, that's exactly where this goes. The critical injuries, broken ribs, and foreign objects say moving too much in one turn causes you to resuffer the bonus damage from the critical injury that caused it. If you use Grit to nullify the bonus damage from an attack that causes broken ribs or foreign object, does that mean you become immune to the damage those critical injuries would normally cause?
Yes. It's designed to do that. You still have the critical injury, and you should probably get that treated. because you still can't naturally heal while you have it. Anyway, but yes, it makes sense. You see this in martial arts movies a lot, and that's what it's intended to do.
This next question is a cute one, but I know it's something we can't even say yes to. Big Papa Park asks, could we ever get a Baldur's Gate style RPG game using the Cyberpunk Red rules?
Wow, that costs a lot of money to develop, Papa Park. I would say we don't have the rights to make video games about Cyberpunk property.
CDPR right there.
Very clearly, you should contact CDPR about that.
To give some insight, too, on it.
Hopefully with a lot of investment or, you know, I would love to play it.
Well, to give some insight on it, too, you got to remember, Larian Studios, they made Divinity and then Divinity 2, and they quite literally specialized in that type of fantasy game.
Yeah.
There has been nobody doing that exact same thing for sci-fi to that extent. So, a top-down CRPG game, I hate to say it, due to the hype that CRPGs now have due to Baldur's Gate, I feel people may be disappointed in the product at the first couple, because no one really gave a lot of attention to the Divinity games until Baldur's Gate came out and people went, oh crap, this is crazy.
There's a game called Frozen Synapse.
Why do I know that name? I know that name.
It's a very like gameplay driven game about like gun combat on a timeline, and you can like move characters in seconds. I think that's a really good that'll get you partially of the way there. For the longest time I had a copy in my Steam library. I bought it as a gift, thinking like, oh, this is a great deal, I'll gift this to someone else later, and I still had it. I used to try to trade someone a copy of that game for like an unusual in TF2 to try to get it out of my Steam library. So
speaking of this, we're gonna mention games a little bit here.
It was a 2-for-1 pack.
What are you playing this weekend? It's Labor Day weekend. What you playing? Are you going to be going into the Helldivers 2 ODST stuff?
I'm going to PAX on
PAX West
on Monday.
I wanted to go
and there
up
I hope to play Silk Song. I'm going to be very honest. I'm playing Silk Song.
No, that's fair.
I like Beatles.
Speaking of conventions too, I was wanting to go up to Dragon Con. I mean, it's just up in Atlanta. Noel's up there right now with his boyfriend. Noel's boyfriend is cosplaying Sweet Tooth from the TV show right now.
I saw it.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Pictures.
Yeah, that made me happy. I won't drag you into that conversation, but for me, it's either going to be Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, whatever they're calling it, the remake. I'm waiting for them to drop a patch. Either that, or I'm going to be getting all the ODST stuff on Helldivers. That's my goal. Why you giving me that smirk?
I mean,
have you already gotten it all?
I'm looking forward to the new content. I'm not going to be buying it, but that's just because free. I can't.
I've got a stockpile of medals, dude. I don't have to pay for a thing on Helldivers.
I thought it was the currency. I don't play that game that much. When I do, I only play it with friends, so I don't have a stockpile of the credits.
Fair. That's fair. All right. We're rambling enough. So from Jeff DeWitt, I have an answer for this question, but I'm going to let you answer too. Can I write a virus onto another Netrunner's cyberdeck, such as that anytime they write a virus, my virus also gets grafted into the targeted net arch? I'll let you answer, and then I want to answer my version of this one. Yeah.
Sounds cool.
I was going to say yes too, but that sounds like a 96 turn, extremely difficult rolls. That's up there, dude. That's OP, because whatever they want to in that virus becomes a secondary virus to the main. That snowballs into OP.
Sure, until they like discover it, right? And I would, give them a chance to discover it every time it happens, and it's great with counterplay, and it could be a good story moment. So I think yes. probably though it would have to either like manually install it or like find a way to I don't know. I think that would be you would have to have physical access to the deck, in my opinion, to get that going.
Yeah, that's what I would consider is something you don't try before like interface rank 7. Like that's stupid hard. You can try beforehand. With me, it's not going to be easy, but that's just because I feel something like that could spiral really quick.
I think interface rank 4 is where it's happening for that, because interface rank 4 is meant to be like you're a professional. You're doing cool professional things.
I have to agree with LoJack there. In my head, it's like creating your own Bart Moss Rabbit in a way. That can get very dangerous and very complex. Either way, it's.
I think with guide rails, I think interface rank 4 is the place for that. I certainly don't want like an interface rank 1, 2, or 3 character getting away with that type of thing.
That's fair.
But that's how Netrunner work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like Netrunners trying to push the envelope in games, in terms of the system, because that's very Netrunner-y, right?
It is, and it's still cool. Like, I'm not saying no to it. I'm just gonna say it'll be a hard time with me.
I really like the Netrunners getting to make their own programs part of the headquarters part.
I've been deep diving into SINs, SINs, social,
Oh yeah,
I've been deep diving into SINs
Wildside and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I've been, for no particular reason, I've been heavily looking through Wildside and Protect and Serve, no reason at all. And just the more I'm digging into it, you really have to understand it's less of a use power go yes. No, there's multiple levels of doing certain things sometimes, and I would feel that's a multiple level kind of thing. Either way, we're getting hung up on it. From Shin Kami.
Yeah.
Shin Kami asks, when an armor with penalty, like flak armor, is ablated, does the penalty decrease as its SP hits the level of lower penalty armor?
No.
Yeah, no. Still heavy.
It's still heavy, it's just cracked.
Yeah, it's not about how much SP it has, it's about the weight of the armor weighing you down, being cumbersome. So now for Sean.
Although that would be a great tech upgrade. So anyone who had tech upgrade on their bingo board can cross that off right now.
We haven't said the other two things that everyone gets free boxes for. Give us time. We won't say it yet in case they have it on the board.
You already said that we can't answer that. That's a CDPR question, though. So that was another box. So someone is very close to bingo already.
No, I don't know. We still have two of the usuals. All right, so from Shawnee. Okay. Hey, chaps. Long-time listener, first-time call. God dang it. What's the replacement cost of a cryo bag? Not a cryo pump, the bag itself. The pump is an item listed with a price. The bag is an item described that is used in conjunction with the pump. The bag has an HP, but no price. When destroyed, was the intention that the bag and the pump are treated as one item in relation to its repair or replacement cost? I always treat it as the same. Yeah, the one price.
The bag and the pump are the same thing. People use bag and pump completely interchangeably. It's like needle or syringe. Hand me the needle. Hand me the syringe. It's the same thing.
Hand me a Band-Aid or hand me the bandage. What?
You're obviously in a French hospital.
Look, I've been playing a lot of World War II war games lately, and I'm often getting my tail kicked, and there's a lot of international players on that. I have been accidentally calling a flashlight a torch for the past 2 weeks. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Let's see here. So from Redshirt297, they're no longer in the Discord, but I'm answering their question anyway. When a player character dies, do their improvement points carry over to their replacement? That's a GM call.
Next.
Yeah, no. I was going to say it's a GM call, but yeah, in the book, no.
Everything is a GM call, though.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. And that's... But as straight up, the new character is a new character. If a GM wants to be softer, they can make, half, or they can make either half it, or they can do that. But that's up to a GM being nice. But rules as written, no, they cannot.
So Lojack says that your audio might be cutting out.
I'm keeping an eye on my levels since the first time back.
But Jesus says it's just fine.
I never assume it's actually doing I never assume it's actually having problems until I see multiple people.
Multiple people.
It's not out of focus. It's something I'm trying. What it actually is a filter. This is actually a glass filter over it. I've seen the messages, guys. Calm down. You don't got to correct me. You're good. You're good.
Yeah. Let me see if I agree with them. Let me look at the stream.
Let's see here. It's actually that filter I was using at Gen Con. I'm just trying it for short range. They don't need to see my face. They just need to hear my voice. Anyway, all right. So from Culture Nerd, why is it that biotoxin poison doesn't do damage over time like setting people on fire does? Since poison in real life can take any amount of time to kick in and do damage for hours sometimes, not just instantly.
Yes, that's how poison works in real life. So Cyberpunk Red is not a simulation of the real world. It's a simulation of, frankly, it's a simulation of the real world. And that simulation is action movies and science fiction content. So it's the, I've been poisoned. That's what it's for. That's what it's meant to replicate, idea-wise. Multiple damage over time sources also conflicts with the stated design goals of the game, for me at least, which is why I did it that way. And those are, faster turns. Hopefully that helps.
Besides, I think with how much damage biotoxin and poison can do immediately, if you get pinged for that every turn, oof.
Yeah, you're just dead.
Yeah, you're just dead. One single poison arrow, you're dead in 3 rounds. Don't do that to yourself. All right, so from J. Jonah J-Lo, no, we see them a lot. Let's see. Ooh, does taking the dismembered arm critical injury prevent a cyber arm with a quick change mount from being swapped out with another cyber arm that also has a quick change mount?
Yes. It does.
Okay, I was waiting for you to elaborate. I was looking back and forth. I know you can't see my face.
Oh, I think it does. So that would be the only feature that you can still use on a dismembered arm. You know what I mean? That would be like, then the question of, it's a rule of cool thing, but technically the answer is no. That the socket is here and the dismemberment cuts the socket.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. So it does dismember it off, even that it messes that up. Got you.
It messes up with the socket as well. So it would cut there.
Let's see here. So yeah, solid.
I know. Technically, there could be multiple different ways your arm gets dismembered, but that is currently we have arm and hand.
People want to make
say arm, we mean shoulder.
People wanting to make a Typhoon FBC have all suddenly cried somewhere. Metal Gear Revengeance reference. He's basically just a floating head and torso, and his arms and legs levitate around him.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where all the insufferable memes came from. Let's see here. Bosco asks, the Gemini sculpt says it makes an FBC look organic. Does this hide all cyberware, including Borgware, or do they just look like a person that has cyberware, like an artificial mount, multi-optic mount, heavy subdermal frame? That's Borgware. That's very visible stuff that I don't think a Gemini sculpt can really hide.
Yeah. So, what does it look like? And in looking like this, can I get a mechanical benefit? Are two different things. If you do something like get a third eye, That's pretty clearly not, organic. But Gemini can pass for completely meet humans. If you put an Omega in a Gemini, that will not look the same as if you put a Sigma in a Gemini, and I believe they come with Sigmas. If you just have the standard Gemini walking around, it looks like a human. If you have an Omega in a Gemini, people start going. People don't go, "That's an FBC." They'll go, "That's not normal." You know what I mean? This isn't like the other thing is if you act like an FBC, then people are gonna know that you're an FBC even if you're in a Gemini. Like, there's room for skill expression in it as well. It's not just a binary of what you have installed equals what people will think you are. It's not
a glamour that is a magic spell where you are that exact thing and no one can question it.
Right. But people just don't detect it. Look, if you get a really weird robotic looking haircut, people are going to think that's weird and probably suspect that you're an FBC. But if you're getting like a standard Gemini and you're trying to blend in, you're going to blend in. If people try to detect that you're an FBC, well, they make a roll to do that. And it's based on a, DV that the GM comes up with, suit the situation. And basically, we've been answering a lot of that question. It's a good question, but most of the time it's handled during gameplay. You know what I mean?
It's not in a vacuum. It's every single person you run into can be a different situation with different knowledge and different skills.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 1 second. Tweak something here. This may erase chat. Hope it don't. It didn't erase chat.
Don't erase the chat.
Didn't erase chat. We're good.
No, stop.
Yeah. My OBS is acting like people aren't talking. Yep, there it is. Okay. I was looking at the OBS chat and looking at the actual overlay. I'm like, those two don't line up. All right. So from Korgopolis, had a definitely not serious question come up while musing that I think James might be uniquely qualified to answer. Does Elflands Online have RuneScape style scams? If someone hypothetically told me they could double my GP, then didn't want to send my entire account savings, can I report them to Segotari?
Yes, but it also has, I'm pretty sure, soulbound loot. Which means that if somebody wants to sell, when somebody is selling items in the game, what they're selling is an account with the item. When somebody's selling, stuff on the black market from Elflines, they're not selling like just the item. They're selling either like, we'll run you through the dungeon until you get it, or we will run you through the dungeon through it until it drops and then give it to you.
Yeah, it's that reminds me of the gray market on Star Citizen.
That aren't non-tradable. And those ones, yes, you can get scammed for, and yes, you can get scammed for ELO gold and all that good stuff. Yes, there are RuneScape style scams.
There's scams in every game.
And let's be very specific. The Grand Exchange does not exist. This is pre-Grand Exchange with no trade limit. RuneScape.
What's the Grand Exchange?
That's for anyone I do not need to explain that to you.
I played RuneScape in middle school.
You're happy you don't know.
Okay.
The Grand Exchange made me stop playing RuneScape.
Noted. Gotcha.
That was the first time I had ever been betrayed as a video gamer. I don't want to bring it up.
All right. So from Jeff Rubin, does the Slam Dance Fang Fist's very heavy melee attack count as being installed in gear such as a battle glove for the purposes of fulfilling for Capoeira's Slash Dance?
Yeah, really? It's installed in the battle glove.
Okay.
It's installed in gear.
All right, so I'm
so it's like that's one of those like There's a hard point there on the glove, and it goes. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. People don't use it really on their characters, but I thought it was neat when I was making it.
No, it's cool. I still use the Pursuit Security bouncers. They're still my favorite non-lethal weapon out of that whole book.
They're really cool. I like them too.
Yeah, it's you get 2 weapons in one at starter creation, at character start. Come on.
Character start.
Character creation. Look, I am melatonined up, and I am just pushing my way through my day,
shit.
sir. Dude, I'm trying to keep from slipping back to insomnia. I have dominated insomnia, now it's wanting to sneak back. I'm like, no.
Come back for you. I just realized that my key.
Your what?
The corner of my laptop screen was in the shot the whole time.
Yeah, it looked like the little blue dude was peeking over it. It was pretty funny, actually. I noticed that too.
Okay. Never mind.
Let's see here.
All right.
From Majorie, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. Can you apply spot weakness to throws and chokes from martial arts resolutions? For example, judo's counter throw or wrestling's chokehold.
One more time for me.
They're wanting to use spot weakness to apply. They want to apply spot weakness to throws and chokes from martial arts resolutions. They're wanting to use it with martial arts resolutions. I need to.
You know what? Let's look up combat awareness.
Yeah. The moment I read that, I'm like, that's gonna need something specific because I don't think it does. I don't think you can. Okay, so
it depends on how it's written.
Yep. We went to the books, marked that off your spots. All right, so spot weakness. This is the verbiage for it. You've been trained to look for weak spots to do damage, even heavily You've been trained to look for weak spots to damage even heavily armored targets. Each adds a +1 to the damage before armor if your first successful attack in a round. My vision's so blurry. Oh my goodness. So basically, they're wanting to add damage to their chokes or throws, which, if I'm right, they only apply damage depending on your body. So
it's before armor.
Yeah. The kicker is you're applying those.
Are they making an attack check? Are they making an attack check?
You start looking your way, I'll start looking mine. My brain's going fry. Hold on, I'm on it.
Sounds good.
I actually threw away my little bookmarks. I bought bookmarks to cite stuff so I can keep doing studies and prep for things. And it's one of the few times people can just sit back and relax. Yeah, because even in chat, we have people saying...
Yeah, no. The attack action is an attack. A choke is a choke.
Yep. We do have this... I'm on the exact right page, too. Yep. They're their own specific types. Okay.
Be specific. Choking is attacking, but the word attack refers to the attack action. Anyway.
Yeah, you can use an action to throw them into the ground. And let's see here. What's the other one? Where's the verbiage? Use an action to choke. So you're not using an attack, you're using an action to do the thing. Yeah. Yeah, as Rex has put it, it's just something you can do after winning a grapple. So they're not an attack, and basically what you're doing is you're applying your own brute force into slamming them down. So
no spot weakness on chokes and throws. Just to be clear. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. If you want to, GMs call it, like, if I was GMing it, I'd allow it.
That's a shitload of damage.
Yeah. That can really get high. You could quickly turn a choke from a, at most a 6 and 8, all the way up to
But let's be honest. Anyone that's doing this and asking for this as a player character, that isn't a 6 and that isn't an 8. That's a 15, an 11, or a 13.
Let's see.
And plus your spot weakness, that's taking your, this is not a good idea.
So another one from Shawnee here. And like I said, we're going through Discord itself just to catch up. We are still, this is from 6:16. So we're only halfway down the backlog.
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah. What time is it right now? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. So from Shawnee, another from the Edge. Is it possible to have Is it possible to have multiple installed internal linear frames? The book does not state it is not allowed.
Yes. Entirely yes. Does that do anything? No, except technically, if one of them were to get EMP'd, the other one would still work. So it is redundant.
That'd be the only benefit.
Here's the thing. There are better ways to get EMP protection for the purpose of redundancy. There are better ways to get EMP protection in a linear frame that does not involve redundancy. So that would be, I believe, there is a hardened Borgware exclusive thing, either in black chrome or in going metal.
I think it's in black chrome.
I think it might be in black chrome.
Yeah,
Black chrome has a lot of those hardened pieces that honestly feel like they should have been in the core book. After writing them, I was like, oh, yeah.
Hardened Cyberware casing, internal body Cyberware.
Black chrome's good.
Yeah,
black chrome is still good. We love black chrome.
Reinforced cyber limb because it's
Buy
also
a second black chrome in case your table gets wobbly.
We've also had a lot of people ask about, does this prevent quick hacking? And we're like, yes, it does. That was the design for it. It's just way back when we made black chrome, we didn't have the verbiage for quick hacking down yet. But there were things put in black chrome to prevent quick hacking.
What?
Yeah, that was future proofing done by Jay. Yep, it was.
Done by Jay?
Yeah. The intent behind it is to prevent quick hacking. It
says program effect.
Mm-hmm.
But those aren't program effects. Those are quick hacks.
The intent behind it was to stop quick hacking. Yeah. I've had so many people ask me this question. Me and Jay had to really make a ruling on it. Arg, I will fight you. The community's been ravenous.
My own design.
I will correct you like a gamer corrects Mike at his own game table. Yeah, that happened. Done by James, not by you. Oh, James, you did that. Oh,
that's why I'm saying that.
Oh, you fucker. Don't give me. I see you giggling. Yeah, Jake's like, we had this conversation, James. We agreed this was the case. Yeah, I love that Jay's in chat. Oh, that is actually a good question. Armored Kilt SP, go.
We did agree. I was just having fun with the man.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh my god. Yeah, no, we're doing Jay's question now. What's the SP of an armored kilt, James?
Armored kilt? Yes. Armored kilt, it depends on what kind of kilt. I think you can get kilts that are armored in any of the existing armor ways. I believe that the ankles being open is actually not going to lower the SP of the kilt, as it's all about the general center of mass. I believe they deflect bullets quite well. If you want a flat kilt, they have flat kilts. Light armor jack kilt, sure, but you look into your closet and you see all light armor jack, and then you realize you're a cartoon character. You could wear something else.
All right, so Jeff DeWitt asks...
I do not believe there are Metal Gear kilts, Jolly. That is a brand name, and it refers to more of a clamshell design.
Clamshell kilt.
Clamshell kilt is just you're wearing a brick.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's the worst adult diaper. So, Jeff DeWitt asks, can grenade launchers and rocket launchers fire without a line of sight? Yeah.
Fire at what?
I would assume they're trying to use the splash damage.
Sure. Sounds good.
For context,
that doesn't seem...
He does have some for context here. He goes, for context, I am the GM, and I'm thinking of having a bunch of spider-walking drones with AP grenades surround and shell the PC's base to soften them for a full-blown infantry assault. So they're wanting to do damage to cover, is what they're doing.
Sure. Yeah. Yes, that's
you're firing at cover.
Remember that when you blow through cover, it also hits the people behind that cover to mimic the like, oh no, the door exploded.
Mm-hmm.
That's...
I have a horrible door story from me using a grenade that I rolled. It's the worst experience I ever had with a grenade with Miser. It was terrible. All right, let's see here. I'm going to skip that question because that's just way too open of a question. I'm right now in that era where everyone was chattering like crazy in the chat in the backlog, and I had to tell people to stop, so give me a second. So this one here,
another down, pick one at random. Why not?
Okay, there's this one here. Can you put roll ranks on a skill chip so you can have solo 3 instead of handguns 3?
So it doesn't exist in the things that we've put out, but that sounds like something you could invent and would be very, very valuable, especially with like solo. I think the solo one would be very valuable.
That's the exact thing someone put. So you can put solo 3 instead of handguns 3. That's a little bit too broken.
I mean, medtech, you could put it on medtech. That's crazy.
It trivializes roles. I wouldn't allow that as a GM for narrative reasons and balance reasons.
That's like a it's not the relic chip, but Militech would love that.
Yeah, it's like a superposer chip.
You could put like a bunch of skill chips together in one like skill package chip, and that might get you most of the way there without the full thing. And then, but that sounds like one of those, what's the joke? That sounds like one of those military prototypes that fall into the laps of Japanese teenagers.
Yeah, that sounds like an attempt to really, really optimize and min-max there.
No, that's a cool story. They're trying to make... That's a GM. That's definitely a GM. Or it's a tech trying to say something that their GM will say yes or no to.
Actually, yeah, they say, I'm the GM just being curious rather than to pull one over. I stand corrected.
That sounds like a GM.
Still, that's fucking terrifying to think about.
But that GM should ask their GM. And then their GM will ask their GM. And... All
right, so we're right now...
Who watches The Watchmen?
We're up to June 19th. We're getting there. From Jude Bug, 2 questions. I'll allow it because I'm trying to knock these out. Do quasi-aimed shots, i.e. the -5 from Knockout Punch, which specify to be just like making an aim shot, still benefit from targeting scopes +1?
Yeah. Yes. It's just like making an aim shot.
Okay. Also, does the trauma response nanomatrix work on an FBC's heavy subdermal armor? It's subdermal armor. Yeah, it does.
It's subdermal armor.
I love the nanomatrix, and I do know its ins and outs. It does.
The nanomatrix is really good, by the way.
It's so good.
It's not slept on, but more people need to wake up to it. It's good for cost. It's good for... I mean, it's just an... Anyway. Very good.
It's one of my favorite cyberware. I have an NPC that has 3 installations in it. I think I've spoke about her on here before too. Sorry, my nose is itching something fierce. All right, so I'm gonna struggle to say this from Shinkami. The Hussafel hydraulic underjack. I said it. Was made in partnership with Sanru. Does that mean it's Neon Peak or something? How did Sanru contribute to it?
No. Sanru's contribution, I believe. So it's sometimes you'll have like a corporation that is working on a bunch of things, and they have engineers that have open time, and there are very efficient partnerships in such that, like, the last thing you want to do is be a corporation and being paying someone to do nothing. I think that was simply like a short-term loan of engineers. It's a very collaborative thing. I'm assuming you can get them in pink if you really want. You can turn anything pink, but
you can paint them yourself.
This was more of like Sanrio has a lot of like really weird expertise in very strange things, and I think they probably collab with a bunch of companies.
So, James, I got a question for you. We are closing in on the end of the hour, but we're almost to the end of June. Can we just hammer out June so that way we only have July and August? Okay.
Let's do it.
We're going till we get to the end of June.
I'm going to get some water.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll be right back.
And I'm going to check how long that's going to be. It's not that long. It's not that long at all. But yeah, to say again, when it comes to tech checks, if my camera is on, I'm going to keep going. But I try to avoid tech checking unless it's audio during a live stream, because it slows us down, because we're yappers. We'll yap forever, and I want to keep us moving. All right. It's not going to be that... What the... What? You are a blue axolotl. I think. You confuse me. You confuse me sometimes, sir.
It's a wiggler.
A wiggler? It's wigglier.
Yeah.
Alright, so J. Jonah J. Lo. The rules for falling state that when a character falls, at the moment they are no longer on solid ground, if an edge or ledge is nearby, they get one attempt to save themselves from flight with a DV-15 athletics check. No check is required if you have a grapple hand, a grapple gun, or etc. Here's the question. Normally, firing a grapple gun or hand requires an action. Does this interaction take place automatically the moment the character starts to fall, or do they need to wait until their turn and use their action to save themselves with a grapple gun or hand? Additionally,
it said no check is required.
Additionally, does trying to save yourself from a fall without the help of a grapple gun or hand require use of an action? Or does it happen automatically when you start to fall? This is about action economy during initiative.
Don't action tax anyone for doing this. You already pushed them off a ledge, and that was already a lot of that was already an emotional high point. So let's not do that. It says no check is required. It kind of... There's no check for grabbing with your hand, so why would there be a check for grabbing with the grapple gun? Is my Discord blooping?
No.
Make my Discord stop blooping.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
So let's see here. What would rules be like? This is Jude Bug again. What would rules be on inventing new programs with Maker, or the rules outlined in No Place Like Home Server Room? Our Testimony has been transparent on their design philosophy when it comes to weapons, armor, etc., but never black ice or programs. Are there any good rules of thumb for balancing custom black ice?
Yes. Question. So this is a homebrew question, but it's also a tech question. And that would be so we put out some hardware, we put out some programs. I would look to the cost monetary associated with the programs we put out, and then price accordingly to how good the thing that you're trying to make is compared to the stuff that already exists. That is me just saying, please reverse engineer our game design. But that is kind of what the tech role is for. I would say you making small changes matter a lot in programs. You know, moving a number up one, down one, changing an effect by a couple of words to either make it one bit better, one bit worse. I would say trying to make something balanced and working from the basis of existing content is going to not lead you astray. And then there's always the like, I want to make something better, and that's going to cost more. And then the question is, how much better do you want to make the thing than what currently exists? And that is up to the GM, to be honest. And there's a reason it's up to the GM. It's because the player is like, in school, do you ever have that thing where this is for you, Rob? The teacher was like, "What grade do you think you deserve on this test?"
My teachers never asked me that. My teachers never asked me that. They always told me I would fail, and my teachers called me a loser. These are backwoods teachers. They're backwoods teachers. I had a rough one. Yeah, dude. I'm still surprised I can say things longer than 3 syllables. Man. Fuck. Yeah, seriously, that's what it was. Sucks. It was rough back in my day.
Sorry.
Back in my day, if you weren't in shop class, you'd get beat up. And I did, because I went to chorus instead. Yeah. Backwoods high school sucked. But no, it's...
I'm sorry, Rob.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I'm more meant...
No, it's I get what you mean though, and I was just poking fun and bringing it up. The whole aspect of people asking you to grade it yourself, like what do you feel it is? It's important to remember. Do you feel it's where you want it to be, and do you feel it's going to keep your campaign balanced? You don't want to make a bunch of stuff that can make unintentional insanity. But if you just talk to your players and actually say, hey, if this is too crazy, we're going to walk it back. Not
straight up, the rules say that if you're a GM and you helped the tech make something that ended up being a little bit too good, the rules, like, you can point to the sentence in Maker where it says the GM can be like, hey, we need to tone that back. Now, it doesn't say get rid of it.
Yeah, just tone it back.
It doesn't say that. It says tone it back.
All homebrew is tweakable. It does not mean the moment you make it, it's set in stone and cannot be broken. This has been a thing for decades in tabletop RPG, and anyone who tries to pretend like that's not the case is being disingenuous.
They just don't know. A lot of people these days, they weren't alive.
Yep.
They just don't know. I don't think people are really being running around.
Oh no, some of them, when they get a broken thing, they don't want to let go of their broken thing. You know this, and I know this. Oh yeah. So this next one's interesting. From Fish of 5. Just to clarify, because there's been some talk about it, is the server room upgrade in No Place Like Home portable, as long as it is only 3 to 6 floors? If this is the case, is anything stopping players from spending around 11 of the 20k they get to have a drone and to have the drone follow them around, since the Ark would only be backpack sized? That's gamifying it a little bit, in my opinion, but I'll let you go.
That's a lot of there's people talking, huh?
I've been seeing a lot of people trying to make drone users break action economy in the Discord a lot. I think this is
drone users are meant to break action economy. That's what it's if you're a Netrunner, you're meant to be able to translate net action to action via using drones. That's not broken at all. But, you know, when your drone gets shot, you're not allowed to cry.
This is with thousands
you can
and
shed
thousands
one
of
tier. You can shed 1 tier per drone, though. I will allow 1 tier per drone.
But so back to it. The server room upgrade in No Place Like Home.
Thank you. No, it's not. It's room. It's called room. It's a server room. It's meant to be not... Having it be portable goes against what it is. Technically, yes. But no. Please, the GM should be shutting that down. It's meant to be in the headquarters. You know what I'm saying?
It's a cake and trying to eat it too thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, alternatively, if they're not hurting anybody, they're not hurting anybody. But it sounds like in this case, it may be this may be the opening salvo in a longer peasant cannon style hack. So let's keep it down. Am I wrong? Do you smell the peasant cannon cooking?
I do. I'm
Okay.
reading the exact words on the server room right now because that was a very interesting verbiage.
Seems like a peasant cannon to me. I don't think we need to go to the exact words on the server room.
No, this is for me now in case someone tries to pop this on me during the Roll20 games. Yeah.
There you go.
It has a very interesting verbatim. All right. What if your HQ is a big drone? Netwatch is coming for you. NCPD's coming for you.
HQ is a giant drone. Man, you know what's good? Robot Carnival.
Robot Carnival?
It's an amazing anime that's a collection of short films about mecha. And the last one has a huge crawling like wooden robot that fires fireworks out for a festival. Cool. And it is so cool. It's like Howl's Moving Castle cool, except you never hear about it.
I'll take a look. All right, we're down to our last few questions. We only have 3 to go, and then we're going to be done. All right, so from Jolu. Hi, have you guys ever thought about other conversion kits? We have Old Guns Never Die, so they're inquiring about something for old cyberware, old fashioned ware, old energy weapons. I see where that's going. Decks and so on. And but basically a player wanted a cyber liver and they wanted to convert it to red. We got a cyber liver now.
Sure. I don't think I think that guns are one of those things where it's that one was important for continuity's sake and to give people an idea of how red is, and to help people with their transition into red from probably 2020. Let's be honest.
Old Guns was one of the first. Yeah, Old Guns was one of the first ones.
Yeah, that was important earlier on there. I do not think we're going to see that, just because there are not other classes of items that have such clean one-to-one, here's what this should be there. I can't write a conversion manual that makes that translates the bits of each of such disparate things. Like, imagine doing that for cyberware. The cyberware does tons of different stuff. There's no way it would just end up rewriting it. Most of Old Guns Never Die, by the way, is about like, here's how this new system works. If you wanted to convert something, you could do it this way, to encourage homebrewing, to be honest.
Are you ready for a hard one?
Let's hit me with it.
So this is from Null.
If
you were holding an unconscious human shield, either as a result of a sleep ammunition type or being brought to 0 or 1 as a result of a non-lethal weapon, do they count as a corpse shield, not squirming and using the body stat for HP? A non-squirming human shield can be interposed against aimed shots or melee, or something else. Yeah. When I saw it, my eyes bugged out because I couldn't comprehend it.
So they are squirming. They're unconscious. They're unwieldy. Probably one, but the other one.
Huh?
They're neither alive nor dead.
Yeah.
Kind of. So they don't get the check to interpose them, right? You can do that still. But when they get shot, It's not a dead thing getting shot because they're not dead. So I would argue you do it like a living shield, but they fail their check. Does that make sense?
I'm having trouble following that one, but it made my brain hurt. I'd treat them like a living shield.
It's also, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they're like a living shield, but because they're unconscious, they can't make any check that they're asked to make.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get you.
So that's how those rules interact, sort of.
Yeah.
But it is a very funny, brain teasery question. Thank you, no.
Yeah, that was a good curveball. Like, that one made me, like, I don't know if camera caught it, but my eyes bugged out, and I read it like 5 times just trying to figure out how to word it right.
Sometimes the rules don't have caveats like, technically, if they're unconscious, just because it's such an edge case, and if I filled every rules section with all of the edge cases that might come up, theoretically, the rules would just be much less readable.
Mm-hmm. If
that is one of those places where we need common sense.
Yeah,
it's like a chewing gum.
It goes into the fact, like, for example, here with Mayor's Desk, like, we have we have a solid group of folks who come in to watch these, but almost every question is a super niche case, clarification, or quite literally something that is a GM's call, or just people not reading the rules. But so much of it is niche cases, there's no way we can account for every single one of these. And even if we tried to word to account for every single one of these, people would find other ways to try and loophole or exploit or super niche cases, because a lot of these just happen generally as you play. And you do have to make the call as the GM yourself. And if you're a player, you have to go easy on your GM and not expect them to, have an eidetic memory. So, last 2 questions. Hakuin.
All right.
How did you go about designing the different bioexotic packages? Was there any formula behind the costs and effectiveness of a package? Lupiform and Demonique have incredible value compared to other minor packages, and minor packages offer a lot more value compared to the other types.
Yes, I believe they're all directly. The idea was build a cool thing, and then give them a little discount because they're getting it as a package, and patch the humanity loss. I believe there's a pattern in certain aspects, and in other aspects, it's like, yeah, this can cost that. Yeah, this can cost that. Yeah, this can cost that. More hand. It was a combination of the both. I believe the humanity loss stuff is all just addition, and the cost stuff is adding the costs and then turning it down. It's my way of making it useful, because you will always get the people that go, oh, but I don't want that, and that is the package still worth it? And obviously you got to give them a discount to make it worth it for those people, and that's sort of the philosophy behind it. And if you think the Demonique is really good, it's because you value everything in the Demonique. And the way you get them installed is actually really nice, because it's monthly. So if you guys are having downtime, you can sell your apartment, not pay rent that month, because you're over at the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
That's, people don't talk about that. That can be a good cost savings as well. Right.
All right.
Technically like a month of rent.
Last
when you put
question.
That in there, it's kind of nice.
Last question. Then we'll be fully caught up, and we'll be in July. This is a multi-tier question, and it's about
exciting.
Suppressive fire.
Who's it from?
From, oh my god, LOL, what the fuck barbecue. I'm not joking, that's their username. Yeah.
Is it all spelled out?
No, it's using the shorthand. It's using the 3-letter shorthand.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I was ready to...
All right, here it comes. From your designer perspective, should the 25 radius be a full circle from the shooter, allies included? I define LOS as a straight line from A to B. So suppressive fire, POV, in my opinion, has always been front half of a circle. You can't shoot behind you, you're not spinning like in a circle. Then if failing to save, on their turn, an actor needs to use their move to get into closest cover. Can they then leave? This question, This question, I believe, has been answered a couple times to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds like...
yeah, I'm going to pull the plug on this one, my man.
Yeah.
I'm not answering this again.
Yeah, we've done this one a lot. We've done this one a lot. I'm sorry. We've done this a lot. The way the
question is being answered that they understand.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know why they need this answered.
Yeah, it's...
They seem to understand.
So the reason why I was like, I'm aware... They actually say this in it. I'm aware this has been a frequently asked question, and the last reference was in April 18th, during which James said they still have their action. But can they leave cover to use this action? And finally, if a shooter is grappled and uses suppressive fire, if the grappler fails to save, do they release the shooter or drag him into cover with him? The grappler is behind. I mean, the grappler's holding on to him. No. What?
Not answering this. We're moving on.
Okay, yeah, this is...
I reserve the right. I reserve the right to not answer questions.
All right, would you like to at least do the first question of July?
Let's do another one.
Okay.
How about that?
A lot of the cyber pets don't follow the normal rules for calculating HP. In the cases of those who don't, such as a cyber rat, Bosco's a genius for this. What would happen if I were to put a linear frame in them? What would their HP be?
Talk to your GM.
Talk to your GM. We said it. There it is. But that's so funny. A super cyber rat. I love that.
To say that.
I love that.
Yeah. The cyber pets don't use the same HP stuff sometimes because they're pets. The system, as we have it set up, is for humanoids. I believe is there a Yeti? No, that's not a Yeti. It's a Sasquatch.
We got a Bigfoot
in the DLC.
We got a Bigfoot. It's we even had them in our last.
That follows the HP. I wonder if that follows the HP rules. I haven't seen the Bigfoot. I'm gonna be honest. That wasn't my adventure.
Yeah, the Bigfoot is in our recently released DLC. So you missed Gen Con. Bigfoot stat block is in there because reasons. I love when we put cryptozoology stuff in our stuff. I love it.
Cody's big fan.
Oh, me too. Like whenever for Shadowscar we released the Cryptid Encounters DLC, the one that actually takes place in old Appalachia. Man, the first few sentences of that, I started laughing, and I got a cousin like that. I love it. All right, so
when Cody was writing that adventure, he was just so happy. He was like, "Oh, I gotta tell you what this." And then they go to the UFO, and I want to run that Shadowscar adventure really badly.
It's good, and yes, I know I'm doing the aliens pose right now, and it's not intentional, but I caught myself doing it. The funniest part is that it takes place in Fifth Street's world, meaning. Quite literally, the director narrative. Yeah, I keep getting it mixed up because I've been playing Left 4 Dead. Just the fact that quite literally they're making sure it fits that vibe of a bunch of hillbillies and shiners getting a hold of a yokai.
Yeah, it's moonshiners find a UFO, but they're ninjas. It's so cool.
It's so out there. I love it.
It is one of the most original TRPG adventures I have like looked at in a long time.
So good.
It's really good, guys.
All right, so I'm actually going to take this time because we're wrapping up here. I need to plug something very, very specific. It's not live yet as a whole, but I can send y'all to a certain spot. All right, so listen up. We are preparing for a Kickstarter. We are doing the Kickstarter for the Shadowscar Core rulebook. This is what I have been busy making sure I'm prepared for because my phase is about to kick in. Cody has done an intense amount of work preparing stuff. Lisa's been involved with it, and my turn for promo is coming up. So this is indeed the link for the most recent DLC. At the very bottom, there is a place to pop your email that'll put you on the mailing list for the Kickstarter for the Shadowscar Core Rulebook, which should be going live April 1st is when the Kickstarter actually kicks off. So head there, put your email in, sign up to get updates. The Core Rulebook itself, I have now read through it. It is, to put it very simple, when you back the Kickstarter and you back the proper tier, we literally are planning to have it as one tier. It is going to be for the Core Rulebook. And if you back it, the moment fulfillment begins, you get the Core Rulebook's PDF. You will have it. It is done. So there's no question of if you're able to get it or not, if it may come up, if it may be a beta. No, it's going to be the actual PDF. So you will have what you need to start playing Shadowscar with the Core Rulebook if you back it. That campaign should run through the month of October, and then we're going to have late pledges for the month of November. But that's going to be going on. That is quite literally the biggest news we got out of Gen Con. We've been able to show off other stuff like the cover art for Night City 2045, which if you are a person who does content, reach out to me through the media email. There is another version of that art that is hyper detailed that we're hoping to see what happens when people dig through that, because there's a lot of hidden things in that art. We had a lot of fun with that. But I see y'all are still talking about Bigfoot. I need to make a Nessie now. We need a Nessie. Drummer in the Whale Part 2. Nessie returns. I don't know. Either way.
Drummer in the Whale, so good.
So I at least had to make sure y'all are aware. So please head there, sign up for the Kickstarter. We're going to get you the updates as soon as we can. The true media push will be beginning hopefully next week. So y'all are getting in early on this. And again, thank y'all for supporting us as we've been preparing this whole new IP. There is stuff I cannot talk about it yet, but I can say this. Thank y'all for also understanding the fact that I had to reiterate the homebrew content policy, because it really sucks me having to ask people, hey, change this, or hey, you can't do this way. It really, really sucks. I don't like having to do it, but I do have to protect our IPs. So thank y'all for understanding. I mean, some people, they get really stompy feet about it, but it's something that we've had up there since 2021. The community content program is supposed to release at the release of Shadowscar's Core Rulebook. I am spending as much time as I can to try and make it before then. But that is much as I'm going to say on that matter. But yeah, I just had to cover all that at the tail end. I'm keeping James here longer than I should. James, is there anything else you want to lead us out with?
Yeah, you should go to jamesgames.com. You should go there, and you should put in your email as well. But I'm going to be very honest, Shadowscar is way cooler. So be excited for that.
It's a thick old book. It's God, it's either just over or at 300 pages. It's like right there up against it. It's a chunky little book. But we, of course, are releasing Shadowscar DLC every single month at the start of each month. Cody has already sent me September's DLC, so y'all get that pretty much right when we're coming back from Labor Day weekend. So you'll have that to look forward to. But other than that, guys, I think that's it. Starting next week, we're going to go back to doing the half and half. We've at least got ourselves up to July. Get your questions in either in the Discord, which honestly, I'll pop that there too. I had all this stuff saved, and like I lost it midway.
You got the Discord link up there?
Doing so now. There it goes.
I wonder if any of these 30 people currently listening are actually not Discord members.
I think they're all Discord members. We have a very specific group of folks who come out to these mayor
Discord
desks.
invite link for the one person.
I gotta cover it. But yeah, we
bring them in.
Yeah, I know the audience for these streams. I know the audience for these streams quite well. I can see the viewer list. But anyway, other than that, y'all,
I haven't figured out how to look at the viewer list. I'm pretty sure I might know some of the names in there.
You need you need to have my privileges, sir, and I control everything.
Oh,
But
no.
this other big news. Make sure to keep your eyes open for Roll20Con. I am involved heavily with that. I'll be doing charity games through Start Playing Games for the Trevor Project as part of Roll20Con. The link's going to go live, I believe, September 1st to hop in those. Other than that, no, I can't talk about that. There's things I can't. There's so many things. We have over 6 books coming down the pipeline right now with our Tau story. We really 6 is a conservative number. There's more.
I think it might be. I think it's more than 6.
It is definitely more than 6. We can't talk about like 3 of them, but it's like 9 to 10 easy if you include the secret project.
There's so many secret projects.
Yeah. The reason why you're not hearing or seeing a lot out of us, we're busy. But either way, we got to get going. Thank y'all for sitting in and catching up here with us. And we will see you all next week if things provide. If things prevail.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I will, I mean, I think it's not a holiday. I think we got it.
Yeah.
So you don't get sick. I'll try not to get sick, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, God, I don't want to get sick again. Dude, again, it happened. We avoided getting sick at Gen Con.
We did.
Last year was Buffalo Wild Wings. This time it was just because you and I roomed.
There you go.
I was just hungover. We won't go into it. Take care, guys. I'll see y'all next stream. Y'all be safe. Take care.